going on, everybody? What is up? We are about to go ahead and do a quick review on Real Housewives of Dubai and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, Real Housewives of Dubai did not have a whole lot going on, so we're gonna go ahead and run through them first, and then we're gonna really get into some things when it comes down to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, how am I subscribed and how I get a notification? What? How am I subscribed? You mean, how are you subscribing? You didn't get a notification? Listen, IDK, because that's probably what it is. YouTube has been acting very, very funky lately. Okay. I think a lot of people's views are down because YouTube is not sending out notifications. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that is, but they get in their little moments where they don't want to push out, updates to people. I'm not necessarily sure. But, I guess just I would tell you to go ahead and cut the notification bill on, but child, you're not even getting a notification. So I guess just check back periodically. I'm not necessarily sure. They also do this weird thing where they won't send out any notifications, but then they'll turn around a few days later and say, oh, hey, this person posted something, but they posted it like 3 days ago. So I don't know what that is, but that is a YouTube thing. Like I think I'm sure Bondi was live just not too long ago, and I didn't even get a notification for her video. So I don't know what YouTube is on, but it's a messy as hell. But I thank you for being here now. What's going on, Mrs. Wilson? J Nostalgia. What's up, honey? Hey, Aaron. Hey, Yolanda. Let's go ahead and talk about some things real quick. Let me get my notes back up here. So first things first, hold on one second. Can you let us know? Oh, yes, that's right. Duh. That's why I got the Discord, right? For those of you guys that are in the Discord, let me go ahead and share the link now. Can you let us know in the Discord when you go on? Absolutely, 1000%. Let me share this now to those that are in the Discord. If you would like to be in the Discord, I'll put the link below, or if I can get one of the any one of the members, moderators that is a part of the Discord, if y'all could just drop the link in the chat, that'll be good too. So yes, there's that. Girl, YouTube been acting so funny. Girl, I can't. Oh, that's what you're talking about, Chosen. Oh, okay. You got the notification. Okay, cool. Okay, got you. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know, honey, but I'm glad you're here today. Okay, I'm glad you're here today either way. What's up, LaPriest? What's going on? Praising always. So what's up? Hey, Keon, honey. Let's go ahead and talk real quick. We're going to run through Dubai, and then we're going to get to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Give more people time to come in that need to come in. Thank you so much for posting that, Keon. All right. So Mina Rowe, Miss Lisa Milan. Shout out to me, Lisa Milan. I really, really like her. She's over here doing her fashion show. She's working on it. She got Miss Chanel Ayan that's going to be helping her out and participating in this. Well, really, she's trying to find her some models, but it seems like Miss Chanel over here trying to get a coin too. So I guess the more models she provides to Lisa, the more money that she'll get. Okay. Now later on, we can see where Chanel, Lisa, and Brooks end up linking up for dinner, right? Ayan wants to talk about Nina's dinner because she's feeling a way about the fact that Brooks kind of came at her. Y'all saw the argument that they had. They was comparing each other's wigs and each other's faces. Yikes. Okay. So of course they wanted to have that conversation. Brooks said that she felt like she was iced out by Ayan because she ain't talked to her in a few months. So Ayan had to let her know, well, girl, the reason why was because my husband went to America. So I was stressed out about that. My mama ain't been feeling good. My sister ain't been feeling good. Girl, I got other SHI going on in my life. And instead of you calling me, hitting me up, checking on me, seeing what I do got going on in my life, you called me to rub in the fact that I didn't get an invitation that your ass got. Yeah, I don't appreciate that. That's what it was that I was going through. So then now the conversation shifts to Brooke feeling like, oh, well, then why didn't you tell me what was going on? Like, you didn't call me. I kind of felt Chanel on that just a little bit because it was like, but girl, you didn't call me either. Okay, you wasn't calling, checking up on me either. So I mean, girl, really? Anyway, and they not that close of friends or for real, but it is what it is. Okay. Brooks clarifies. So the question comes up about whether or not Stansberry really did say that Chanel is unimportant. Brooks says, no, she didn't say that. That was me just adding a little sauce. It wasn't that deep. It's all good. She tried to kind of like downplay it a little bit. And it's like, girl, you don't say that to your friend. Like, call somebody and try and make your friend feel like she unimportant. Like, Y'all not really friends. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that. I don't play like that. Okay. So I didn't like that she did that, but it is what it is. Chanel says that she has known Stansbury longer than anybody. Okay. She's known her longer than all of the ladies. So for her to not even get an invite to the bachelorette party was really a problem for her. Okay. So she didn't like that at all. Not Chanel, but Lisa is feeling like Stansbury is very calculated. I feel like all y'all calculated for real, girl. Not just Miss Stansbury, but okay. Miss Chanel is not open to having a conversation with Stansbury. The ladies want her to be able to push past, move forward, apologize for anything and let's move on. But she like, girl, I'm not talking to that. So if y'all want me to talk to her, y'all gonna have to get her to come over here and have a conversation with me. And I'm like, that's not gonna work. How you gonna have a conversation about you and Brooks not meeting in the middle, but then you ain't trying to meet in the middle with Stansbury? How does that work? But anyway, I didn't think that was fair at all. But let's move on. Okay, Miss Sarah. Sarah has a lot of businesses. I did not catch what all she does. It sounds like she says she has a few tech businesses, NFTs, and beauty. I think that was it. I don't know what her other businesses were, but she ended up going bankrupt twice. Okay. And one thing I like about Sarah so far, even though she has gone bankrupt and stuff, she's one of those people to me that does not mind trying things, right? She does not mind failing her way to success. I can't be mad at her for that. She's always trying to figure out another way to get some coin in a legit manner. I can't fault Sarah at this time, so I'm going to give her that. Okay. Let me see real quick. Oh no, I don't condone and this is okay for women, but I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Elite Hair Collection? Hey Jamie, when I clicked on the link and clicked accept invite, tells me the address is not valid. Well, I'll drop another one. Sometimes what happens with the Discord is after 7 days that link expires. So I'm not sure if this was a new link or not that Keon could have put in the chat. But it could be that. I don't know. Sometimes that's what happens. Let me see if I can. Ooh, 1 second. Let me see if I'm able to drop something and see if this one works for you, honey. I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know. I mean, you could try that one. Oh, you had to do it on your phone. Got you. Okay. I got you. You had to do it on your phone. Okay. All right, so let's see, because you can access it from your phone as well as on the website. Okay, so let's keep going so we can wrap up. Real Housewives of Dubai, honey, where I'm at. Okay, so Mina Road, the fashion show is here. What we learned about the fashion show, all of the ladies look nice. Miss Lisa Milan was very active in this fashion show. Chanel was about to lose her SHI, but okay, she helped out the best she could. The ladies did look nice, but what we learned was that Caroline Stansbury decided that she was not going to come for whatever reason. She was not going to come. We really don't know, but we think we know. She got an issue for real with Chanel. Okay, Miss Stansbury has an issue with Chanel. She ain't trying to be around her for real. She don't want to be around the drama, which we kind of heard her say to her husband at a later time. So that's going to be a conversation for next week as to why she decided not to show up. I can't really fault her. Maybe it was in the best interest for her to not show up so that there won't be any type of conflict or issues or drama or fights or yelling at this woman's fashion show. So it's like we understand why you didn't, but then that's still messed up at the same time because I feel like she told her at the very last minute, like, hey, girl, I'm not coming. But it is what it is. That was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. Everything that happened on Real Housewives of Dubai. She didn't come because of what Brooks said. Gotcha. Happy I made the live. Lord is what is hot. It's hotter than who? Stop hockey sticks. Listen, it's hot as hell over here too. The NFT market is not stable or lucrative. The resale shows it's worthless. Really? It's that so. I didn't know that. Interesting. I did not know that. Yikes. Let's see. Oh, no. I got what you were saying, Bobby. It's all good. I got exactly what it is that you were saying, honey. No worries. No worries at all. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and switch over to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because again, not a whole lot happened on Dubai, but I do want to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because I feel like we got a difference of opinion when it comes to this. A lot of y'all are team Sutton, and not that I'm team Crystal, but I'm not liking how this is going. And I see you, Kyle. I see you standing over there, Garcelle. I see you. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Okay. So Erica wants to into first of all, they just sitting around chit chatting or whatever. Okay. Somebody brought up Erica because Erica said something about being a bully or something like that. She's often called a bully. She was called a bully when she was in court. Somebody say, oh, you should, get into law school like Sutton. Sutton is now thinking about taking the LSAT. Erica is saying that Tom at some point was actually grading the LSATs. And I said, girl, is that so? I don't know if I believe that, Miss Erica, girl. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that, but that's what Erica is saying. Now, she was saying that she could also help Sutton now. And I was like, girl, you don't even like Sutton like that for you to be helping her out. But girl, whatever. Let's get to when the ladies split up, okay? So you got Garcelle, Sutton, Dorit, and Kyle on one end. And then you had Crystal, Erica, Lisa, and I think Diana on another end. Okay, so Garcelle and them. Dorit brings up Sutton's feelings about Crystal, okay? Sutton says that she and Crystal are back at the beginning. Okay. Kyle and Dorit feels like Crystal likes to twist her words. She likes to use big words, and she likes to make things bigger than what they are. Now, Sutton wants to help Crystal, right? So basically, Sutton not really trying to fight for real. She's like, okay, I just want to help her. Like, we're cool. I've grown to like her over the summer. She's trying to push past a few things. Let's see. Kyle calls Crystal manipulative. And I said, Kyle, that's the same exact thing that I'm saying about you. You're very manipulative. Okay. Kyle says that she wants to, she says that Crystal wants to be liked. Crystal wants to be approved by the group. And with doing that, she has to make Sutton look bad. Okay. That's what she's saying. And I'm just kind of confused on that for me. I'm not understanding how Crystal is trying to make Sutton look bad when that was not her motive when the conversation happened. Okay. The conversation, and I think I got that in here. Yeah. So real quick. Okay. I felt like Crystal, number one, was speaking from her own experience, okay, when she felt like it was dark or whatever the case it was, okay? Kyle asked, what does Crystal have to gain by throwing Sutton under the bus? And that's my thing, okay? Her trying to make Sutton look bad, her throwing Sutton under the bus. For me, I'm just confused because I'm like, how is she necessarily doing that? I could see if this was a conversation she continued to bring up, but it's not a conversation that Crystal is continuing to bring up to the forefront. And let's flash back, because they gave us a flashback with Garcelle. When Garcelle sat up there and told Crystal, hey, listen, I feel like it did not matter, right? This is what Garcelle is saying. Garcelle said, I feel like it did not matter what Sutton would have told you because you were going to say to her anyway, are you that girl? Basically, she was trying to say that Crystal was just looking for an issue with Sutton or whatever the case was. And it's like, that's how you perceived it, but that does not mean that's what it was. I don't think she was trying to create an issue, but let's be honest, the things that Sutton was saying, she would have created an issue with any damn body. Like what? Because one thing about Sutton, although I like Miss Girl, in all honesty, I do like Sutton. But one thing about Sutton likes to do this. And she barely likes to let other people get their words in, and that was another moment that she did with Crystal when she started to make sure that she played her case about not being racist or whatever the case was. Okay. But then also leading with a lack of understanding, because if you were trying to understand, you would allow her to talk. Right. So Sutton was just very, for me, problematic last year until she got on Erica's ass. And I really enjoyed that. So it's like y'all trying to make it seem like Crystal's trying to make this be a thing, and it's not. Garcelle, you the one that said, I just felt like, it didn't matter what she said, you were gonna, paint her as that person. And then Crystal's like, well, make no mistakes about it, because she did say some pretty dark things there, right? And I don't think that was her throwing Sutton under the bus. Like, that was just how she felt. She's speaking on a moment of how she felt at that time. It does not mean that she has to feel that way now. So it's like, what it is for me, this is what it boils down to for me. Kyle, and I'm probably going to repeat this because of how my notes are. Kyle has an issue with Crystal, hands down. I don't know if that Crystal's family got more money than her, as far as her husband. I don't know what her beef is with Crystal, but for me, Kyle has an issue with Crystal, and she's using Garcelle to carry out whatever mission she has for Crystal this season. That's what it is indeed giving to me. Let me see what you guys are over here thinking and saying. Let's see. Let me see. Did you see what Kyle said on Watch What Happens Live? I have not. Let me play that audio real quick because I know somebody sent it to me. I think it was Keon. Let me play that real quick, like, so we all can hear what Miss Girl had to say.
Oh, thank you for letting everyone know, Andy. Thank you.
I thought you talked about it.
Never talk.
No.
By the way,
You told me about it so many times. I'm so sorry.
I text Andy all the time. I'm just going to say this. I never told anybody.
Oh, no, that's not the same thing. I think this is when she's talking about her breast reduction. So that's what I have that he sent to me. Was there something else that she had? Was there something else that she said? Because what I have is her talking about her breast reduction over here. Something got under my motherfucking skin this episode. Indeed. That was all a setup. Kyle and Erica planned that. What else? I was kind of here for Sutton standing up for herself. Okay. Sutton definitely gives reformed Karen. Okay. She threw Sutton under the bus to get the heat off of the conversation of her. But I still don't see how. I guess she could have said, no, I would not have said anything. Maybe she could have mentioned that. Not maybe. I'm sure she could have mentioned or defended herself without even mentioning Sutton. But what's her name? Garcelle. Garcelle was the one that mentioned Sutton. So why not? Like, what else should she say? Like, I feel like Crystal didn't do anything wrong to me. So for Garcelle to be like, I just feel like it didn't matter what Sutton said, you were going to say X, Y, and Z. It's just like, well, make no mistakes about it. Like, there was some really dark things under there. So for them to say that she just brought up Sutton and threw her under the bus, like, no, because Garcelle is trying to throw this lady under the bus in her face. Like, you were the problem. You were going to create an issue with this woman by any means. And it's like, no, from my experience and how I took that conversation, there were some dark things that was said. But moving forward, I think Crystal even ended the conversation with her and Sutton are in a better place. So why is this an issue now? Like, they've moved forward. So for me, everybody else around them is trying to make this a big deal for some reason. I'm not here for Crystal using the race and victim card, to be honest. But how is she using the race and victim? Well, I ain't gonna say victim because when she was crying, I was like, okay, now girl, now hold up. But how is she using the race and victim card? She didn't even pull that out last year. I don't think that was Sutton that was having a lack of understanding. Like, I don't get it. If she would have said what Sutton said, I think she would not be in this mess, in my opinion. Now, there was a time where I felt like, I'm glad Crystal didn't say SHI because I feel like it didn't matter what she would have said to the ladies, even letting them know what Sutton said, they were going to try and flip, right? They were going to make whatever they wanted to make out of her situation. But as I watched the episode, I was kind of like, she came out better really saying it. Like, whatever it was, she really did come out better saying it. Like, nah, it's on the table. What y'all finna do? We can move on. Because it seems like you was damned if you do and damned if you don't by not saying it. So whether you said it or you didn't say it. So you came out better probably just dropping it on the table. Rena and Kyle think they're real slick. That's what I'm saying. All of them do. And this is what disgusts me a lot is Garcelle being a part of it. See, Garcelle, you was just in the same place as Crystal last season. And that's what I can't get over. You felt like you could not penetrate the bond that those four ladies already had. So you two were at a place where you felt like you were an outsider. And then now that you've been on the season more than once, and then you got this rookie woman here, you want to team up with the likes of those ladies that you were just having issues with. Those ladies were, one of them yelled at you on more than one occasion, one time on the show, and then turned around and yelled at you at the reunion. Now you want to sit up there and be grouped up with them to come at her when it's really all about the friendship that Sutton is creating with Crystal. And it seems like you just want Sutton to be your friend all to yourself. Or could it be that they have even more info on Crystal and they just don't see it for her? I don't know, but I'm not crazy about it. Diana definitely cleared Sutton. I'm ready for Kyle to be gathered. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? She does a whole lot of manipulating. I get your point, but then she continues to manipulate the situation by not saying what it was that was so dark. Then when it came out, everyone was looking like, what the hell? And that I have to understand that part, because what Sutton is saying, that she feels was dark does not necessarily mean that that's what Crystal was saying was dark. You see what I'm saying? So because of that, that's the reason why it's like, Crystal, you should just go ahead and say it, because now people are looking at what Sutton has said and they're going to assume that that's the darkness that you could have been referring to because it came out of Sutton's mouth. Right. And then when I even hear it, I'm like, girl, that's not even that. Like, where are we going? Right. So she does come out better saying it, because the way she's still holding on to it makes me think that that's not what she's talking about. And because, as Erica told her, like, because you're not opening your mouth and saying anything, it does allow other people to create their own thoughts about it. I mean, if it was a Black woman not saying what it was, but alluding to it, would y'all feel the same way? Yeah. I'm sure they would. I like Sutton, but Crystal is valid. I'm sure they would. Child, the way these folks be acting about Potomac and all this other stuff, they'll probably still feel the same way. Do y'all think what Sutton is saying she said is what that's what I'm talking about, Ashley? That's what I'm wondering, right? But because Erica already told her, like, girl, because you're not saying nothing, you're leaving things open-ended. And when Sutton has to come in and fill in the blanks, they're going to think that, oh, well, that's not that bad, right? She is shooting herself in the foot with that. Also, I think they are picking up how Crystal is moving without the edited version. We are seeing, But then it makes me wonder, right? Like, are they picking this up because of what they're genuinely witnessing from her? Or is this coming from the rumors of other people, these outside people? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Thank you so much, Flowers Me, for liking the video. Yes, all of you guys that are tuned in, please be sure to like the video for me. I appreciate it all. What about this madam? Listen, I see why she didn't want to talk about that book. I see why she didn't want to talk. Listen, I want more details. I want to doggone pull up the book now. Like, did she snatch it off the shelves? I don't know what that lady got going on. Very mysterious. Damn if she do, right? Damn if she do, damn if she don't. And ain't it funny how Cal was manipulating earlier against Sutton for Dorit? Now she wants to get Crystal together for what exactly? Listen, we see each other. Hear me, because I said this on last week where it wasn't making any sense. Y'all were just digging into Sutton's ass because of how she was disregarding Dorit. So the moment Crystal stands up for Sutton, who is the person that y'all often, I'm sure, like to pick on, as soon as Crystal stands up for Sutton, then y'all want to flip the issue and make it more so about Crystal than it was about Sutton. And all Crystal was doing was having Sutton's back by saying y'all are being hypocritical. Last season, y'all wanted me to give her grace. Now she done did something and y'all don't want to give her that same grace that y'all wanted to force upon me. Really, the standards change when it's your good girlfriends. Just like every time somebody brought up a situation, Erica or anybody, it's like, that's not the same situation. No, you can't compare the two. No, they're not the same. You know, I'm like, y'all are a mess, girl. They are a mess. I'm not really feeling Diana. She should listen to the ladies for a while to see how they really moving. Watch Rena will turn on her. Just wait and see. Of course, who has Rena not turned on? Girl, you know it. I think Crystal is talking about something else, but doesn't want to keep fighting with them. Agreed. And I feel like it's a losing battle. So when Garcelle tells her, what did she say? She said, when you don't defend yourself, it comes off as though I'm like we're ganging up on you. But Garcelle, for me, guys, we all see this show differently. For me, I do feel like it does not matter if she does speak up for herself. Y'all are still going to try to gang up on her. And that's what Crystal has been trying to communicate to you guys, because her feelings do not matter to you. When her feelings does not matter to you, things that she has to say does not matter. You are not going to validate anything that she's saying, meaning if she feels as though you guys are in the wrong by any capacity, you're not going to be open and receptive to that and willing to accept a fault for your own bullshit. Okay. And Crystal was calling all their ass to the carpet when it came down to how they were treating Sutton and the Dorit situation. Well, Crystal needs to defend herself and speak up, regardless if they give support or question. I agree with that, because again, you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. So you might as well come out saying whatever you want to say, because they're gonna do it too. I think when Garcelle said the pool comment wasn't problematic, Crystal shut down completely. And I could see that because if you are a minority and you have another woman of color, black woman, whatever the case, and she's not even trying to see where you coming from with it, it's like, if anything, I thought we would be on the same page with this. And you not even, you just, okay, cool. All right, I don't have nothing to say. Nah, it don't matter, girl. It don't matter. Like, nah, yeah, nah, don't worry about it. You got it. No, it's okay. I'm fine. So I definitely feel like I understand why she shuts down on that. When they said she fell out with 14 people, that number sounds like it was made up, but you never know. I have to agree. I was like, damn, 14. And when Rena said that this came out of Crystal's mouth, I was like, bro, I would never tell nobody I don't feel out with 14 people, but then also it makes you think, what is the range of time? Okay, if it's like over a span of maybe 10, 15 years, maybe that does make sense. Maybe some people still haven't gotten over stuff, right? But if it's over the course of like a year or two, then man, we have a problem here, Houston. But you never know. And let me tell you what else is interesting. When they asked them to put a name on it, nobody wanted to put a name on it. Rena was so quick to speak up and say, oh, I heard it. Yeah, you were quick to speak up and say what you heard, but then at the same time, you didn't want to give no additional information. You wanted to move on to the next thing. They get on my motherfucking nerves. Kyle said it didn't happen if they had it. What she said? Kyle said it didn't happen. If they had, it would. What? If they had it, they would have shown it. They don't spare them of what they say. And Andy said that's true. Okay, so that's what she said on Watch What Happens Live. If they had it, and I'm like, yes and no. Yes and no. I disagree. I mean, yeah, sometimes they don't always do that. They don't always show the flashback. Sometimes they do. And a lot of times they don't. But then again, Crystal's not telling them what it is for them to play the flashback. And again, I feel like people have to understand it's her experience. What is dark to us may not be, or what's not dark to us doesn't mean that it's not dark to her. And I feel like the same thing with food. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good to me may not be good to that other person. So for me, it's like that's the same experience. I can't tell her how she felt about that or that song wasn't that deep. Yeah, I could think that, but then what are you talking about here? I think Crystal has some serious trauma and she shuts down when it comes to conflict. But Rena won't turn on Erica because she don't want them problems. I think the goal was to get rid of Sutton. Kyle wants her spot for Garcelle's besties became it. What? Because it holds weight with viewers. Kyle wants her spot for Garcelle. Oh, she wants to take Sutton's spot and give it to Garcelle's bestie. Okay, them girls have always dismissed Crystal as if this is her last season. Yes. I see what you're saying. I could also see Crystal getting attacked for telling what Sutton said. And then they'll say, why didn't you say anything before? Or why you say it now? Right. They're going to, like, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. They always going to make something out of it. Let's see what else ended up happening. Good conversations, guys. Erica, Diana, and Crystal and Lisa. Okay, so Erica asked Crystal what was going on. Erica instigating, saying that Sutton called you a liar. Crystal says that she doesn't want any conflict. Okay, Erica tells her to open her mouth and not let others feeling the story for her, like defend yourself, speak up for yourself. And so Crystal started crying. So I'll be honest and say, like, Crystal, cut the tears, okay? Cut the tears, because last year it seemed like you was ready, you was with it. You know what I'm saying? You was ready to give whatever energy. So I'm a little confused on all of the tears. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she doesn't fit in this group of ladies, but she's forcing herself to fit. Like, I'm not understanding that part. What else? So Lisa says in her confessional that Crystal says she fell out with 14 of her friends, and Lisa knows these friends. That's what she said. So Crystal and Sutton, in my opinion, though, regardless of what was said to who and how, Crystal and Sutton really both want to let this go and they want to move forward. But you know who don't want to move forward? Everybody else, okay? Garcelle ain't trying to move forward. Kyle's not trying to move forward. Lisa Rinna really don't give a damn. For real. And Erica really ain't trying to move forward because she wants somebody else that's going to be on the head of Sutton just like her. Okay, so that's where we are. What else? So then they get to dinner. Okay, they get to dinner, and Crystal tells Rena that she's wearing some type of bird or something like that, earrings, for, in honor of her mom. And I was thinking to myself, girl, I don't even know why you telling her that, because girl, you over there doing that in honor of her, and she not going to be loyal to you in honor of any friendship that you may think that y'all have. So I mean, I guess, I mean, that was cute. That was a nice girl. But she don't like you like that for real. Anyway, so Lisa ended up so anyway, so they switched the conversation. I think it could have been Lisa that asked about the book 23, that is written by Diana, and everybody wanted to know about it. And she was like, girl, I think we already talked about this before. I'm sure we had this conversation. And Sutton was like, no girl, I'll talk about it again. She's not open to talking about this book because of the rumors and things that came out about her allegedly being like a madam, running some type of ring. Oh wow, girl, that's some message there. But anyway, I still want to see the book, girl. Where is the book at? What you got going on over there, Miss Diana? And I'm gonna tell you, look, like they was up there telling Miss Crystal she need to open her mouth and talk about it. Girl, you might want to open your mouth and talk about it so that you can clear up some things. Hello, on this large platform that you have, before people start making their own assumptions, they're doing their own speculations and whatnot. Okay, as they already have before, and now you got even more eyes on you now. Girl, you better get it together. So then Kyle brings up the ladies talking after surfing. She wanted to know, like, what happened? What happened after surfing? So Erica gives details about Sutton calling her a liar. Okay. And also mentions Sutton bringing up the group of friends that was speaking on the character of Crystal. And she's trying to figure out who is these friends you speak of. So Sutton says that, well, she has a reputation for this. And it's like, Sutton, I like you. I do. But you would be pissed the hell off if somebody said you have a reputation off of this, based on what Erica could have said about you. And that's one person. So now you're over here talking about all these friends. You've heard this certain particular story about her, and she has a reputation for this. You would not like that at all. But anyway, so Crystal asked her if she knows this. She said, so you know this of me? No. What I'm asking, do you know this of me, or is this something that you heard? And Sutton said, well, I've heard. Right. You heard it, but girl, you know how we see each other. Don't try and come over here and play with me. All right. So Sutton confirms that she heard it. Lisa says, I heard it too. Me too. So Erica said, well then, who said it? Who said speak up, speak down. Don't forever hold your peace. We want you to speak now. So let me know who said it. So Sutton says that they're sitting, no, she said, well, they're not sitting here. They're not sitting here. So I don't think that we should bring them up. Well, then why you brought them up? If they not seeing it, I think that's what Erica said. Well, then if they not seeing here to defend themselves or whatever, then why bring them up? Why bring them into the conversation? Didn't you see how people just got on Crystal's ass for her bringing you supposedly into a conversation? So why bring them up? Why reference those people if you're not going to give us no deeds? The same way y'all sitting out here feeling about Crystal, like, Crystal, why bring it up if you're not going to say nothing? What is Sutton? Why bring it up if you're not going to say nothing? Who you talking about? Lisa, you know who y'all talking about. So y'all gonna change the subject? Y'all just not going, okay. So it only applies to Crystal. It don't apply to y'all. Noted. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I agree with Erica when I was like, girl, say something. But anyway, let's keep going. So Garcelle tells Crystal to speak up for herself, right? Speak up for herself, because when she is quiet, it comes off like they gang it up on her. And I'm like, girl, she could be talking or not talking. Y'all gonna gang up on her. When she was over there trying to defend herself and calling y'all out about how y'all lacked consideration for her feelings last year, what did y'all do? They ganged the fuck up on her. Okay. So Sutton says that she attacked her character, and Crystal says, so in return, you do the same. And Sutton says, well, listen, I apologize about that. Okay. I apologize, and you know what I want you to do, because you've made this thing a habit. Okay. No, you've made it a habit of coming for my character. Okay. And I need you to apologize and make sure that you'll never let this happen again. That's what I need from you, Crystal. And Sutton gets this thing about her that makes me feel like, who the fuck you talking to? It's just sometimes, and y'all know I like Sutton, but I'm just saying, girl, sometimes it be like, who the fuck are you talking to? Let the people know. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because I don't like that. And then when the girl finds you first, Crystal said, yes, 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 no problem. Yes, yes. She said, no, I need you to say it. I need you to say it. She said, okay, I'll make sure that never happens again, right? So when she says that, Sutton says, so that I can trust you. I'm like, Sutton, so you want her to say that too? You want her to say it'll never happen again so you could trust me? Is that what you wanted her to say? Like, girl, now you doing too fucking much. And then the way Erica was looking and the way Diana was looking, I was them like, what the like, did y'all really? So ain't nobody gonna so y'all just gonna let this shit fly. Girl, Sutton is a mess. Sutton is a mess. So Erica says, well, she's trying to tell you if you let her talk. Okay. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, let her talk or something like that. So when Erica jumps into the conversation and says that, well, Sutton, she's trying to apologize to you if you I think that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to apologize to you. So Sutton kept going and she says, well, let her finish, because again, Crystal was talking in response to Sutton. Sutton would not allow her to get a word in because that's one thing Sutton does. She talks a whole fucking lot, period. And it was in that moment that Garcelle decided to be the pit bull or the pet for Sutton to jump back into the conversation and say, Erica, please, like, I don't know what she said. Some basically said, you're getting on my fucking nerves. Okay. Basically, that's what she was saying. And she was like, why? What I do? She was like, because you're not letting them handle this conversation. And Erica says, why wouldn't I be in the conversation? Or something she said. And I didn't mind Erica because Garcelle, you were doing the same thing. You were doing the same thing. You always do the same thing. So when it's time for Erica to chime in, because your friend Sutton has been talking for a minute, Crystal has not been saying anything. And the moment she gets ready to talk, Sutton cuts her off yet again, right? Ain't nobody got nothing to say. But when Erica does it, oh, now it's a problem. See, you really don't like Erica for real. So see, now it's so interesting with how I see the show, how I'm watching the show. I thought I was going to go into the season really loving me some Garcelle, all of that, but I'm starting to turn away from Garcelle. And primarily it's because I'm seeing the click up that she has with Kyle, with Lisa, with the Dorit, her wanting to be on that side of the table that she's really wanted to be on since last season because she couldn't penetrate it. Okay. And they finally opened it up and allowed her to come in. So now I'm like, I don't know, how the season goes. I started out last season not caring for Sutton, started liking her. Could be the same thing for Garcelle. You know what I'm saying? Might start back liking her. But in this moment, I really don't like how she handled that situation. And then you butting in telling Crystal to speak up for herself and this and that and da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. Like you butting in this whole time yourself. You've been doing it. You've been doing it. But then now when Erica says something, it's a problem. Like, girl, cut it the fuck out. What else ended up happening? Oh yeah, Garcelle says that Erica is bugging the shit out of her. That's what she said. You're bugging the fuck out of me. And I'm like, girl, and you bugging the fuck out of me too. Okay. So I'm like, it's okay for you to butt in, but not Erica. Anyway, so did anybody catch the smiles? I don't know if y'all caught the smiles, and that shit grinded my gears. Did y'all catch the smiles coming off of Garcelle's face and the smiles coming off of Kyle's face, and how Kyle tried so hard not to laugh when Sutton started to get even louder with Crystal? She took her hair and she flung it just so she could catch her laughter. I said, oh, y'all in on this. Like, y'all. And then it was even for me, Dorit even had a slight grin on her face she was trying to control. And I said, not you being the same person every episode got to talk about, oh my God, I'm shooketh. Oh my God, I'm so devastated. Oh my God, I couldn't even sleep. I had to talk to my husband. Oh my God, like not you. Girl, listen, them I see right through them. They all fake as hell. What else? Sutton wanted to hear Crystal say that she wouldn't do it again. All of that. We talked about it. Sutton tells Crystal, listen, I genuinely like you. For me, I don't know what it is, but again, Sutton does give me the vibe of who the hell do you think you talking to? It does come off as a Karen just a little bit. But anyway, Crystal says last night you said that you liked me. And then you said you hate me, and then now you're liking me, right? So at this point, Crystal don't really know how to take her. Like, which one is it? Like, yeah, you over here acting like you're supposed to be worried about me. Now I'm on the other end, kind of worrying about where I should place you. Like, what's happening with that? So Sutton says, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Diana was like, you did say that. You did. I heard it the night before, like you said it. Like, we were sitting right there. You said you like her, you hate her, you like her, you hate her. Like, that's what you said. I was sitting there. I heard it. Okay. So this is what Diana's saying, and I'm over here cackling because I said Sutton can't even remember what she said the night before. How Sutton gonna remember what the hell she said to this woman a year ago? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So Diana chimed in, like I said, and called Sutton's car, and then tells Sutton to be quiet. Right? No. Sutton tells her to be quiet. And Diana was like, girl, I've been listening to you speak this whole time. Like, ma'am, I've been listening to you talk. Like, girl, you have really been going and going. That's all I have been doing was being quiet because I've been too busy listening to yours. Okay. And then I just loved how she called Sutton out, because Sutton also does this thing to me, like the way she came at Crystal. She started to come at Crystal because, to me, it was appearing as though she was doing the things that she knew these ladies that were sitting on the side with her wanted to see. She knew this was something Garcelle wanted to see. She knew this was something Kyle and Dorit wanted to see. So she started to do the absolute most, getting extremely aggressive, where it really didn't even have to go that route, right? But I ain't really see none of this aggression with Erica though. Anyway. Okay, so Diana tells her, I've been listening to your ass all night. So it starts to scream at her and points her finger in this lady's face. And then tells this lady she's going to get her point across, or whatever the case may be. Diana calls her out. I loved it so much. Diana called her out. She said, this is the same woman. Okay. Basically, she started to see the flip-floppage in Sutton's ways. 1 minute you're saying you're a vegetarian or vegan or whatever you are, but you over here eating bacon. Those things don't align, right? Then you turn around and you're sitting over here yelling in my face. You're pointing in my face. You're screaming at me. But then we just had a conversation and you said that you don't respond well to that type of stuff. So once again, it's okay for you to do it. But when somebody else does it, it's not okay. Noted. Okay. I said, come on, Miss Diana. Now listen, Miss Diana, girl, I was on. Okay. But I was here for you at that time. Girl, you was on the money. Okay. So then Sutton gets upset and she leaves the table. Yeah, because your card has been pulled from up under yours. Okay. She has exposed your card to the people. So you need to walk away at this time. So you need a break. You want a second, you need a break. Was y'all trying to give Miss Crystal a break not too long ago? Was y'all trying to give her a break? Not too, you wasn't? Okay, then sit your down. Okay, sit down and we're going to get through it like we've been getting through it, okay? And that's what Kyle tried to tell her. Like, girl, it's not that deep. And it pissed me off so much to see Kyle like, I'll go with you. I said, Kyle, you only going so you can get inside her head more than what you already got into it. Like, ooh, y'all. Kyle on this show. But even though I cannot stand how Kyle is on this show, she definitely do things to make us talk about it. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, girl, you definitely give us something to talk about for sure. So Kyle comes back to the table and tells them that they know that Crystal was crying earlier, but she deserved it. Well, when Lisa Rinna starts driving that wedge between you and your sister, you deserved it. Okay? Talking about she deserved, but the reason she really said that was because she knows Sutton's heart. She knows Sutton really don't want to have this beef or whatever the case is. Sutton wants to move on. Okay? Sutton is very sensitive for the most part, even though she does the most at the same time by yelling at people and pointing at people because she's trying to prove a point to other folks, right? She said that to penetrate it more into Sutton that, yeah, don't go home thinking about this. Like, oh my God, she was crying. I want you to know that she deserved it. But I'm still confused. Like, all she did was call out y'all, how y'all are. She called y'all out for not validating her feelings or anything last season. So because of that, it seems like you flipped the conversation to be on just Sutton and, what's this lady name? Sutton and Crystal, because you ain't want no backfire to come off on you. I don't know, girl. But anyway, so what else? Kyle thinks that Crystal is playing the victim card, and she wants sympathy and thinks that she doesn't feel comfortable in the group, and she wants their attention. And I don't know if it's that she wants their attention. I do think she does not feel comfortable in the group. I do. The same way Garcelle, remember, did not feel comfortable in the group last season or whenever, right? So I feel like Crystal does want to fit in. I think she wants to feel included in the group. And they don't give her that. I feel like they don't give no new person that when they come on the show. But that's just me. Because Diana, you're next. You're next. And I feel like the only way they would not really try and play you like that is because number one, you got a smart ass mouth like Miss Erica. And number two, you got about as much money, if not more, than a lot of them sitting at the table. So that may be the only reason why you may not get that work, but you'll have your time as well. And I hope you wear their asses out. What else happened? Yeah, they returned to the table. Kyle is giving mean girl, if you ask me. It seems like as much as they want Crystal to stick up for herself, they also want her to feel like she's the odd woman out. And when I say they, I'm primarily speaking on Kyle. So those are my thoughts. And again, I feel like Kyle has an issue with Crystal for whatever reason, and she's definitely, to me, using Garcelle to carry out whatever bond that she may have for that woman. But those are just my thoughts, okay? Let me see what you guys are saying. Girl, Miss Macy. Garcelle was not doing the same thing. Lisa and Erica instigated that entire exchange. You think so? I'm not speaking about just like the moment that they were sitting at the table. I'm speaking on everything from the moment that they called out, from the moment Crystal called them out about their emotions, and from then on. Let's see. No, Crystal was not trying to apologize. She was trying to do she was trying to do an if I apology. You think so? She didn't even get a chance to finish. I think Garcelle was getting mad at Erica for the obvious BS her and Rena were doing. Well, and that's crazy because Kyle and Garcelle was on some of their obvious stuff too. That's crazy. Erica was butting in aggressively, not Garcelle. How was she aggressive? I don't think that was aggressive at all. It's just I don't know if it's that y'all don't like Erica or what, that y'all are not seeing that her and Garcelle have been doing the same thing. I don't know what that is. Erica didn't work your absolutely not. She did not. And Erica can definitely, if you don't know, Erica can definitely get on my motherfucking nerves for sure. But she did it. She didn't work my nerves. Crystal was sitting back, letting Erica speak for her so much. Even Rena had to say, we don't want to speak for her. But Garcelle has also done the same thing for Sutton. We have to be fair, at least to me. She has also done the same thing for Sutton. Especially last season when Sutton and Crystal were not seeing eye to eye, and Miss Garcelle had to step in and speak up for Sutton. So I'm like, they all do the same thing, guys. They all do the same thing. I used to watch Family Guy a lot, and I'm a big conspiracy theorist. FG made a lot of jokes about Hayden. Who is that? Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry, but Sutton should have got popped in the mouth for talking to Crystal and Diana like that at the end. Listen, she be getting beside herself just a little bit. Especially when Sutton, like, I hate that she let them get in her head and blow this big thing up between she and Crystal, because whether something was dark or not, they've already had a conversation. They talked about it. Sutton has said that on more than one occasion. It's the other ladies that has tried to make it much bigger than what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that she let them get in her head, because these are the same ladies last season when you were calling out Erica, as you rightfully should have, in my opinion. None of them had your back. They were quiet. They all was around here pulling up records, reading articles, having notifications on their phone, everything being fake as hell. But they let you sit up there and take all of the aggression coming from Erica. Ain't none of them have your damn back. And then, yeah, here we are. Whew, child, y'all are a mess. Cal knows that Crystal likes to weaponize her race. Okay, Dorit need therapy because I can't with every trip they take. Right. Let's see. Where are y'all getting that Crystal is weaponizing her race? Let's see. Cal is a mean girl, always trying to be most popular. Oh, she's so sneaky. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let's see. Sutton is a person that says things and has said things. Sutton doesn't want you to know things, her southern things. Garcelle, well, is that female? Okay. Let's keep it a stack. Kyle brought her sister on the show to exploit her trauma for views. She ain't good. I'm glad we talking. So I had something else to show y'all because this young lady came out who happens to be, for those of you guys that have not been privy to this information, this young woman who is allegedly connected to Sutton by way of her daughter made a post over on TikTok. So let me see if I could find that file real quick. I may have to add it to my screen. I hate that I cannot. Let me see if I could blow it up and show you guys what this young lady said about Miss Sutton. Let's see here. Would it be the preview shot? Okay, well, let me just add it over here. I'll just add it right here and show you guys what this young lady had to say about Miss Sutton. Okay, so this young woman put this up on her page over there on TikTok. And she says, me, when I cut off my high school best friend, not high school best friend, of 5 years because her mom was a big R to me. And now she's a real housewife getting called out for being a big R. And her response is, my white daughter had a Chinese friend on TV. And the young lady says she's not Chinese. She also went on to post images that I'm not going to post, but she went on to post images of her and Sutton's daughter together on more than one occasion. So I don't know, but this is what this little girl is saying about Miss Sutton. And I guess this would be alleged, but she definitely had images with Sutton's daughter, but it doesn't mean that what she's saying is, true. Who knows? But I just wanted to, let you guys know what has been going on out here in these streets. Okay. I found that to be quite interesting to me. Again, me, when I cut off my high school best friend of 5 years because her mom was racist to me. And now she's a real housewife being called out for being racist. And her response is, my white daughter had a Chinese friend on TV. Yikes. Okay. That's just what her daughter's ex best friend had said about her. Girl, they're gonna be beefing in the streets, I'm sure, because girl, she just high key called your mama the big R. Okay. So there's that. Yikes. I can't say that Sutton is. I just think she's out of touch with some things and she needs to, you know what I'm saying, be open to when people share their experiences with her and stop trying to do all the damn talking, because you know what I'm saying? That means you're not listening because you're talking too fucking much. You're not listening to understand. Not the. I saw the clip from next week, but I didn't know she was doing that. That's not good. That's not good there, Mr. Diana. We're going to see how it play out, but that's not good. Kyle knows what her family has said in public and books. Why you think Kathy wasn't there? Ooh. I'm actually happy that Sutton is finally sticking up for herself instead of crying all the damn season. I mean, you do have a point, though, Nafessa. You definitely have a point, because I was waiting on her to break out, my magic roller, girl. At any moment, I have been waiting on Sutton to break out my magic roller, and she has yet to do it. So Sutton is definitely moving to a better space. I think that breakup with that man, when her boyfriend broke up with her, I think that has made her super strong. I think she's just, in a different headspace right now. She said, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to shed no tear. No, I'm not going to cry. No, come on. I know that's right. But Miss Sutton, you can't be going around yelling at folks and putting your finger in their face and stuff like that, girl. You can't. And you got to have your own voice, like if you want to be, but see, that's the other thing. Like, I'm glad Sutton is speaking up for herself. I love that for her. But at the same time, that's not even what Sutton wanted. Sutton was cool. Like, it's over. We talked about it. It is what it is. It was televised, girl. Let's move forward. It's her adopting the energy of the people around her, forcing her to feel a way about a situation that to her is not that big. And they just kept harping on it until they made it a thing. So what I'm hoping in the next few episodes, we can see them move past this. Okay. Cause I'm ready for some other people to get into it. I'm ready to see this beef between Erica and Garcelle. And you know what's so funny? Garcelle has never liked Erica, in my opinion. And Erica is just now starting to see how much she don't give a fuck about her. And it's sad. I don't fault Garcelle for this wholeheartedly, but it's sad that Garcelle has been dropping subtle clues to you. It's letting you know that I do not with you. Okay. She's been dropping subtle clues to you and you ain't been picking it up. But I think she probably picked it up in this moment when she told her, girl, you bugging the shit out of me. Ooh, and you was bugging the shit out of me too, girl. All last season you whining because you wasn't feeling like you was a part of the group. And then now here it is, you carrying out the antics of the mean girl clique. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Y'all remember when Doris said the help was people of color? I do remember that. What Sutton said is giving very much that. Ooh, yikes. Yikes. And we can see that Sutton blatantly lies. Production has been blasting her. She said Sutton almost got hit, but oh yes, I did hear that. I did hear when she said that she almost got hit, but when speaking to her, and I'm glad you said that. I'm thinking of something. Yes, I saw that because she was talking to Kyle and Doree, and Kyle's eyes got real big, and I said, "Oh, girl, you said the wrong thing. Even if you was joking, you said it around the wrong person, girl. Because Kyle finna take this and make it like that." Whew, girl. Girl, Kyle probably get paid the most to be a bone collector. She probably is the highest paid bone collector in housewife history. Okay? Because she don't be on nothing else. I think Sutton came into the dinner on the defense, okay? And the energy she directed to Diana should have been aimed at Erica and Lisa. Okay. Yeah, she couldn't handle it. I think at some part of her still want to be cool with Erica, even though she say she don't like her. And the same with Miss Lisa. I think she just wasn't expecting that from Diana. I don't know. I feel like she wanted all the energy to go to Crystal, but Diana stepped in, and so she got some of that work. I watch these shows as 8 truths can exist at one. Crystal is not lying about Sutton, and Sutton is not lying about Crystal. They just both care about their reputation, which exceeds their wealth in Beverly Hills. Interesting. Which is the reason why they both trying to move the hell on. I think Sutton was fed up with Diana. Diana has been making comments about Sutton since she got on the screen. Yikes. Yikes. I thought I wasn't going to like Diana because I thought that she was going to be heavily like Erica. And y'all, I ain't been a fan of Erica at all. Right. But in that moment, I was with Erica because I just felt like Sutton was not allowing Crystal to talk. It's like she ain't been saying too much of SHI. And we finally get her to say something. You're going to cut her off again. Like, let her talk. Let her talk. That's when it became for me that you doing this to show off for the people that you think want to see this type of energy from you. Let's see. Garcelle's sister went through the same thing those victims went through with Tom. I did not know that. That left a bad taste in her mouth about Erica. Did she say that last season? I mean, last season, Erica was definitely a mess. She definitely came off like nonchalant, giving us stories that ain't nobody ask you for. You telling us everything but what we asking you. And when we tell you it don't make sense, you want to, jump on somebody. Like, girl, sit down. Erica got on my nerves last season for sure. I don't think Kyle ever liked Crystal. She takes them Nene reunion naps when she talks. Especially when she brings up Asian hate. Just something I noticed. Interesting. She definitely has an issue with this lady. I don't know what it is. I don't. I mean, you might be onto something. Listen. I just noticed it this episode. I was like, oh, she do not like that lady. I don't know what could have happened behind the scenes, what's going on, but Kyle is coming for her, and she is using somebody else to do it. You know, it's kind of like the role I've seen like Ashley Darby play to me when it comes to Candace and stuff. She don't be liking Candace, and she may use somebody else or whatnot. But yeah, we see what y'all got going on, honey. We see it. I don't know. I hope she's going to be on here, Cherie. I hope Cherie's going to be on there. Maybe we're going to have to wait till later in the season because we still need to see Kathy. I hope they still show us that. But one thing about Housewives, what I've noticed is they'll show us things in the preview, but they will not allow it to play out in the season. And I pray they do not do that to Beverly Hills this season because I'm tired of Dorit. I don't want to continue to harp on this Sutton versus Crystal thing. Let's move past it, whatever it is. Okay. And I want to get to Garcelle. I want to get to Garcelle and Erica having their beef. I want to get to us seeing Cherie. I want to get to Lisa pulling some BS up when it comes to my girl Kathy and Miss Kyle. Like, I want to, let's move forward for sure. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Shannon. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for joining, tuning in. Be sure to like the video for me, okay, if you have yet to do so. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, cut the notifications on, girl. Hopefully YouTube sends you out the notifications. But if not, in the meantime, be sure to join the Discord. I'll drop the link down below in the comments if you're unable to get it in the chat at a later time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Later on tonight, we are going to do the Ooh Ladies First panel over here on my channel, where we're going to talk about a few of our favorite shows, get into that, a very light bit of gossip. Not a whole lot going on in the gossip world at this time, but yeah, we're still gonna have a good time with it. So you guys make sure you come back later on tonight to get into that. And for those of you guys that are tuning into Love Island, okay, season 8, it's really juicy. Okay, I'm probably gonna go live shortly when that comes on at 4:00 our time. If you want to get access to Love Island, be sure to go ahead and hop into the Discord so that you can watch it with us, and we'll talk about it a bit later. Okay, probably like 5:35 something when the show goes off. We'll get into it. But anyway, that's all that I got. I thank you guys so much for joining me. Yeah, like up the video, leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section, and I will catch you guys in the next one.